What's going on, guys? Back at again with another video here. What we're talking about today is pretty simple. Just giving you guys an update on Coca Cola driver pay in 2026. I know about 2 years ago you guys seen a video from me in I think it was like 2023 or 2024, I guess I would say. And pretty much you learn what the pay is for drivers. And I just kind of want to give you guys an updated video for those who don't know what the pay looks like now. So if you guys enjoy these type of videos, be sure to like, subscribe, share with a friend, and we'll just dive right into it based off my paychecks from when I was a driver back then as well. Just to give you guys a better understanding and also give you guys a sneak peek of what I'm looking at now. Not necessarily show you guys physical check stubs, but I mean, I have no reason to lie. I've been working here for the last 4 years now at this point, so I will keep it pretty straightforward with you guys. So for the most part though, what I usually look at here is with Coca-Cola, they have a unique driver pay package or unique compensation package. Now, before I get started, this goes for Coca-Cola United, not the other Coca-Cola franchises or any other ones that might be out there. So just bear with me on that. Don't run with the wrong information to a different place and think that you're going to get the same pay, because every plant or every particular franchise can be different. So in 2023 and 2022, which was when I got hired originally, and I got a route job. Pretty much the pay started off a little wonky. So if you watched my previous video, of course, you know, I told you there was a lot of day rate going around, like $250 a day, or probably not $250 a day. I think back then it was actually $215 or $210 a day for your route. So a year went by after I got hired in, and then we went to what we call commission pay. So with the commission pay, there's a huge difference in it because you have tiers, you have flat rate. We were on flat rate. What that means is you get paid a solid flat rate per case on your truck for that day. And in addition to this, though, they were also giving you a day rate. It was a lot lower than what you were getting before with your route, but it was still very manageable to make some money once you had a certain amount of cases, right? So as far as the pay package goes overall, though, look at it like this. The 25 cents, you get it per case, and then you had a lower day rate. So in my particular experience, my day rate was around $140 per day, plus the 25 cents per case. Now, you're probably wondering, like, hey, it's not a lot. It doesn't sound like much at all, because you're looking at it like, oh man, it's like $700 a week in just your day rate. Well, it sounds bad, but when you look at how much you make in commission, that can kind of change everything and how everything flows through for you. So to give you guys a live example, I'll probably just go ahead and pull up a quick check stub and just read you off exactly what happened with it. For this example, I'll show you guys, well, not show you, but I'll tell you guys about this check stub here in particular. So this is more like a peak area where, I worked a little bit overtime. Like I had 15 hours of overtime, and my day rate was $145 per day. So that's around $728 before taxes. And then my commission itself was around $700 plus the OT, which we did get traditional overtime. You don't get that at all when you're a route driver because you get paid by the day. So it was a little bit Chinese overtime. So with that one, I mean, it was like an extra $100 or $115. I can't remember exactly which one. But looking at it overall, the total came out to be $1,571 before taxes. And then, of course, after taxes and whatnot comes out, you're still looking at around almost $1,200 for that week. And so keep in mind, this fluctuates. And I'll also tell you guys about a lower one here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so for instance, this one here, total gross was around $1,263. Commission came out to be $520. Still got the same 5 days for that week, so that came out to be $728. And then you're looking at the other side of this where the overtime was also the same, around 15 hours. So all in all, you still came out to be a little bit shorter, like a couple $100 shorter because of the commission difference. And also, I think it's like a slight difference here in the... Actually, I can't tell. Yeah, I can't tell on this one. But I'm going to go ahead and just say it looks like it, as far as the overtime, though. So I think that I misread the first stub. The first stub had 20 hours overtime, actually. That was my bad. And this one had 15 hours. So that made a difference. Plus the commission dropped by $200 plus dollars. So that brought my total out for this one to be, a little bit lower, $1,263 or a little under $1,000 after taxes. So, I mean, you can make some great money here. Don't get me wrong, but it does fluctuate. So, what usually happens around this time frame? So this is when I first got into the whole, commission status and getting used to it. Like, yeah, I'll go get some money. Well, what happened was once I learned how it works, I was working hand in hand with my salesman, which that's the position I'm in now. But I was working hand in hand with my salesman to get more opportunities within the stores. So if I'm going to a store and I see they're running out of water, I'm doing this and that, and they're selling a lot of this stuff, and every single order I'm getting it, I'm going to go find some type of point of interest to, you know, put another display, or hey, can we order more for the back stock, or hey, you're pretty much upselling yourself to make yourself more money. Where as a salesman, they're not really making money off of this. They're not getting paid commission or anything. That's going to be for another video to learn more about that. But you're making all the commission. You want to figure out how to get more product into the store without having to take it back, because every time you write off something, you damage something, or you charge something off because it's out of date due to rotation failure by you and your salesman, or even just stuff that you're dropping constantly and whatnot, that's money that's going to come out your pocket when you look at the total tally for the commission versus how many cases you brought in, how many cases you brought out. So also keep that in mind as well. It just turns out to be a headache when you have so much out of dates happening, and then also the rotation issues plus the damages coming out. So just keep that in mind as well. So when you think about this entirely, the total amount that you can look at me making, I'm just going to go off my total for the year on 2024 for you guys, just to give you guys a better understanding, since I got promoted towards the end of that year. And hold on, let me pull this up too. So looking at the year of 2024, looking at $72,954. That's pretty much the year in where I was becoming a entry-level supervisor. So I still was on day rate then for those last 3 months in September. From September to December, excuse me. But that next year, I got a full year of it technically, because I was pretty much that entry level position up until April. Then I became the sales manager position basically after that, and that's when I went on full salary. That's why I don't jump into it, because this is more easier to kind of gauge it for you. So first year, I didn't work a full year because I started in February. Second year, 2023, I got to that $56,000 range, I think it was. And then third year, that's where I started taking it more serious, trying to get out there and get my own commission on top of whatever my salesman was doing. And that's how I locked in that $73,000. Now, obviously, this last year, which is 2025, I made a lot more because I started running my business more heavily. I had more flexibility and whatnot. So I was able to pull in around total between all three of my different incomes that I have between Coke, my side business, and my other side business that pretty much help run on the side as well. I brought in a total of $130,000 before taxes. So just keep that in mind, that if you get into this position, you get your CDL, you get into a company like this, and you figure out what else you can combine this with, you can be unstoppable when it comes to just social media, another type of business, digital marketing, or digital products, anything like that. So there's just so much that can come into with this. And, I can go on so long about this, but I just want to give you guys an update on how the pay looks. So overall, you're looking at $140 plus 25 cents a case. You add up how many amount of cases you think you can run, you go out there and get them, you help sell them, and you can pretty much potentially make that. I mean, some people probably make more than what I made last year. Some people probably made more than what I made in 2024, where I was getting my foot off the ground. It's just like, hey, let's push it. Let's get that 73,000. Then the next year, I was like, all right, I'm out that position. Let's focus on selling now. Let's focus on hitting these bonuses. Let's focus on, getting all the extra opportunities that we can get. And, I was able to be blessed with that amount of money. So if you guys have any type of questions or concerns, if you're new here, subscribe. Like I said, like the video, share with a friend. Any type of feedback, tell me where you work at as far as Coca-Cola goes. Tell me how much you guys make, if you're okay sharing that in the comment section below. I would love to hear some of your feedback and some of your thoughts, and also see what you guys think about the CDO world. Keep in mind, I've had my CDO for around 3 years, going on 4 years now, and I've used it to its fullest potential. I have my hazmat endorsement, I have my tankers endorsement. I have pretty much every endorsement that's needed for me to go find a job at any time. So, like I said, this pretty much just explains everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.